Today we're going to be seeing if the Icebreaker is better than the Slammer. Let's waste no time and get right into this. The Slammer's base cost is 325 gold with 10 damage, splash damage 1.5, targets hit 4, reload time 2.75, range 4.5, and damage per second 3.6. The Icebreaker is 8 damage, freeze 5, extra damage like 50, splash is 1.5, max hits 3, and DPS 4.6. The top path level 1 is 15 damage, splash radius is the same, max hits is 4, reload time is 2.75, and range is still the same. The bottom path is actually 14, 1 damage less, 1.5, max target hit 4, reload time is a little bit slower, and the range is the same. The Icebreaker level 1 is 8 damage, freeze 7, extra damage 50, splash the same, max target is the same, burst size 2, and range 5, DPS 6.2. The next one is the top path level 2, which is 27, splash is the same, max targets is the same, reload time is the same, the range is a little bit slower or a little bit shorter, and then DPS is 9.8 damage a second. Bottom path is 18 damage, splash is 1.5, max targets hit 4, even less reload time or shorter reload time, range is 5.5, and DPS is much higher. The Icebreaker doesn't get many substantial upgrades until later, so this one is only 12, is freeze amount 13, same, reload time is the same, burst size is 2, the same, range is the same, and then DPS is 9.4, pretty much the same all around, which is not that impressive. 2 and 2 level is 35 damage, splash radius 1.5, max targets hits 4, reload time 2.4, and range is 5.5, DPS 14.3. Here we go. These are the very significant upgrades. The 100 damage, stun 0.75, and everything else is pretty much the same, with the DPS being 40. And the bottom path is actually much better because it has hidden detection. Does 55 damage, stun duration 0.5. And then we have max targets hit, reload time 2.25, and then Icebreaker level 3, 27 damage, 43, freeze 100% extra damage, splash radius the same, max targets hit the same, reload time the same, burst size is 3, bottom path level 4, 85 damage, stun 10, splash 1.5, max targets hit 4, reload time is 2, range 5.5, and DPS 41.5. Top path 100 damage, stun duration 1 second, splash radius 2.5, max targets hit 10, reload time 2.5, and the DPS is 7.3. This is where things become very apparent that the Icebreaker is a little bit better. We have 47 damage, 83 freeze, 150% extra damage on frozen enemies, splash the same, everything mostly the same except for the DPS being 42. The max top path, Slammer has 260 damage, stun duration 1.7, splash radius 1.5, max targets hit 4, reload time the same, range the same, and then DPS 140. And the max top path Slammer 450 damage, stun almost 2 seconds, splash radius 2.5, max targets at 14, reload time 2 seconds, range 6.5, and DPS 233. The ability does 800 damage. On top of that, you get like 500 extra damage in burning, stun duration 1.5, and splash radius 4. Okay, Icebreaker has 2 abilities with damage being 240 or 250, freeze 283, same splash radius, same target hit, same reload time, same burst, and same range, with DPS being 270.7, which is an absolute ton. Its abilities here do 100 damage a second for 10 seconds, which is 1,000 damage total, and the second ability is an ice spike, which you can automatically shoot out of the ground and stop invisible enemies. This is so helpful because this Icebreaker does not have invisibility, seeking, or hidden detection, has 1,250 health, and lasts for 70 seconds. This can be useful for crowds if you stack them on top of each other. I think this is a really cool little defensive barricade that they implemented. It's kind of copying TDS, but that's completely fine. Here we go. The Icebreaker is definitely, it's kind of better. It's better for expert mode, and the Slammer is definitely 100% better for endless mode, just because it can freeze, slam and stun everything, which helps a ton. In my opinion, Slammer is good for taking down heavy waves, and the Icebreaker is good for maybe freezing bosses and taking out smaller, weaker waves, but overall, Slammer is better. Icebreaker is just a little bit worse. Thank you, subscribe.